The high-stakes legal drama pitting It Ends With Us director Justin Baldoni against co-star Blake Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds has reached a climactic close, with a federal judge officially dismissing Baldoni's staggering $400 million countersuit for defamation and extortion. U.S. District Court Judge Louis Lyman, overseeing the case in the Southern District of New York, entered a final judgment after Baldoni and his co-plaintiffs from Wayfarer Studios opted against filing an amended complaint. This decision caps a saga that has gripped Hollywood, blending workplace allegations, celebrity power plays, and courtroom theatrics into a narrative as tense as any blockbuster. The ruling stems from a mid-October directive from Lyman, who warned all parties that failure to amend would end the matter. Notably, Lively, 38, was the sole respondent, advocating to keep her request for legal fees alive, a motion the judge granted. Baldoni's legal team, undeterred, framed the non-filing as strategic, preserving avenues for appeal. This allows us to challenge the dismissal on higher grounds, they stated, signaling that the battle may yet extend beyond this dismissal. To unpack the origins, Lively's accusations erupted in December 2024, when she filed a formal complaint with the California Civil Rights Department, alleging sexual harassment and retaliation by Baldoni during the production of It Ends With Us, the adaptation of Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel about domestic abuse. Lively claimed Baldoni created a hostile set environment, including unwanted physical contact and dismissive attitudes toward her input on intimate scenes. The New York Times broke the story, amplifying her voice and igniting a firestorm. Baldoni fired back in January with his countersuit, seeking $400 million in damages for what he called a malicious smear campaign, orchestrated by Lively and Reynolds. He accused the couple of weaponizing their influence, Reynolds through subtle Deadpool jabs and Lively via media leaks, to tarnish his reputation and sabotage his career. Joined by Wayfarer Studios, Baldoni also slapped a $250 million libel suit on the Times, alleging biased reporting that fueled the narrative of misconduct. Lyman tossed both suits in June, ruling that Baldoni's claims hinged on privileged statements from Lively's CCRD filing, immune from defamation suits. He dissected the countersuit's pillars: allegations that Reynolds and publicist Leslie Sloan leveled additional accusations of sexual misconduct, and that the Times propagated claims of a Wayfarer smear campaign. Yet, the judge found no evidence that these parties seriously doubted the veracity of their statements based on available info, a legal threshold for defamation liability. Baldoni, 41, has steadfastly denied Lively's claims, portraying himself as a victim of cancel culture run amok. In statements, he decried the suit as an attempt to silence advocates for survivors of domestic violence, tying it to the film's sensitive themes. Supporters rallied, citing his prior work on mental health initiatives, while critics viewed it as deflection. The case exposed fault lines in Hollywood's #MeToo evolution, how allegations navigate power imbalances, especially when stars like Lively, Oscar-nominated, clash with directors like Baldoni, indie darling turned mainstream. Lively's underlying suit presses on, slated for trial in March 2026. She seeks redress for emotional distress and career harm, with discovery phases promising deeper revelations, texts, emails, set footage. Reynolds, often the lightning rod for his witty interventions, has stayed relatively mum, though insiders whisper his protective instincts fueled the feud's intensity. This dismissal reverberates beyond the courtroom. For Wayfarer Studios, it halts a financial hemorrhage. For Baldoni, it shifts focus to redemption arcs, perhaps through new projects or advocacy. Lively emerges fortified, her fees award a vindication of sorts. The saga underscores entertainment law's intricacies, privilege doctrines shielding complaints, the burden of proving malice in celeb disputes. Broader implications loom for #MeToo's legacy. Initial allegations spotlighted set safety gaps, intimacy coordinators' roles, consent protocols, prompting industry reckonings. Yet countersuits like Baldoni's raise weaponization fears, potentially chilling victims. Legal experts note an uptick in such retaliatory filings, balancing accountability with due process. As the dust settles, all parties eye futures. Baldoni eyes appeals, musing on memoir possibilities to contextualize his side. Lively and Reynolds, ensconced in their Wrexham empire, prioritize family and films. It Ends With Us, ironically, grossed over $300 million, its success a bittersweet coda. This ending isn't finale but intermission in Hollywood's endless drama. It reminds us, in the glare of fame, truth is litigated as fiercely as fiction, and justice, like sequels, often demands patience. In retrospect, the feud's timeline reveals calculated escalations. Lively's December filing followed months of rumored tensions, creative clashes over the film's tone, from Hoover's romance to Abue's focus. Baldoni defended his vision as empowering, but Lively pushed for survivor sensitivity, sources say. Reynolds' barbs, veiled in promo humor, escalated post-release, with one quip landing as alleged shade. Lyman's June ruling was meticulous, dissecting each claim. Reynolds' statements deemed opinion, not fact. Times reporting protected by First Amendment. Baldoni's appeal window opens procedural doors, but success hinges on novel arguments against privilege. For fans, it's a cautionary tale of idol fractures. Lively's girl next door versus Baldoni's ally image. Yet, amid vitriol, the film's message endures. Cycles of abuse break through confrontation, not countersuits. As trial looms, Hollywood watches, weighing stars' words against law's ledger.